In this video you will learn why you suck at relationships based on your zodiac sign. Watch until the end to learn everything. Please subscribe and leave your like. Enjoy. Why am I so terrible at relationships? Doesn't this occasionally cross our minds when we experience heartbreak or a failed relationship? Let's face it, when it comes to relationships, we all struggle to find the proper mate. Sometimes we question whether we are alone because of our own flaws or if we are destined to be so. Everyone approaches relationships differently, but you may use your horoscope sign and its characteristics to figure out exactly where you are going wrong and why your relationships don't work out. Aries. You are capable of becoming impetuous and indecisive. Because of the characteristics of your zodiac sign that make you insensitive to other people, you frequently make rash decisions when you're dating. There are moments when you speak rashly and without meaning to. For instance, if your spouse is upset with you, you might not hold back and hear their side of the story instead of acting hastily and blurting out things without considering the repercussions right away. Even when you don't plan to be cruel, you nonetheless harm your relationship. If you want your relationship to last, you must be careful with your words. Please leave a comment with something about your zodiac sign and subscribe. Taurus. You have serious problems with trust. Since your zodiac sign is the bull, you have a tendency to be quite intransigent and don't seem to grasp the idea of compromise. It's challenging to fully trust and be transparent with someone if they don't put you first in their relationship. We understand that you struggle with trust, but once you discover the perfect person, you must let down your guard and open up. Gemini. You struggle with commitment. When you start dating someone, as a Gemini, you love being the center of attention, but when things start to go well, you also start to panic. You have the impression that the connection is unreal. You convince yourself that a committed relationship is not for you because of your worried behavior, but in reality, you silently yearn for all the relationship and romance-related aspects. Therefore, attempt to overcome your fear of commitment if you want your relationship to endure. Cancer. When you don't advocate for yourself, codependency results. You can be very sentimental when it comes to relationships as a Cancer. You set long-term objectives, but the issue emerges when you start to depend on your spouse. You can do anything for your partner's approval. They are more valuable to you than you are to yourself. When there is a disagreement, if you don't defend yourself, they will continue to take advantage of you. It doesn't make you a poor spouse to speak up for yourself when you're feeling overwhelmed, since you're capable of doing so. Leo. You don't seek love, you merely seek attention. People with your zodiac sign are thought to have a strong personality and may be a little self-centered in romantic relationships. You don't put people before yourself, and there is nothing wrong with that, but for a romantic relationship to succeed, there needs to be a balance. Your relationships don't endure very often because all you want is attention and approval. Your partner eventually becomes worn out by all of this and the fact that the relationship is entirely focused on you. You should do your best to make them feel loved and supported if you want your relationship to be successful. Virgo. You are easily irritated. Your element is Earth, and Mercury is your resonant frequency. This demonstrates your intelligence and work ethic. However, you can't help but feel upset with your dating life quickly. From family lunches to date nights, you want everything to be flawless all the time. You may criticize someone if they don't perform an action in line with your expectations. You must be understanding and keep in mind that everyone makes mistakes. You yourself are not flawless. Be patient with them and try not to become upset at the slightest provocation if you want your relationship to endure. Libra. You don't communicate your emotions. If your zodiac sign is Libra, you're not actually bad at relationships. You love your partner deeply and are a superb lover. You're terrible at communicating your genuine feelings, though. You adore showing them all of your love and support. However, in order for your relationship to be successful, you must communicate your emotions and not shy away from conflicts. Couples who interact with one another likely to have relationships that last longer. It is most likely time for you to follow suit. Scorpio. You're prone to easily losing interest. When you're in a relationship, as a Scorpio, you're tremendously passionate. Things like intimacy are important to you. But you want a mate who can maintain your interest. If they aren't equally passionate, you'll rapidly lose interest or fall out of love. Do not presume that the person you date must be a perfect match. It's possible that they speak a different language of love, but that doesn't imply they aren't similar to you. In a relationship, there will be days that are simply routine and days that are exhilarating. Before it's too late, learn to recognize your worth. Sagittarius. Despite being independent, you are hesitant to let your guard down emotionally. The characteristics of your zodiac sign are spontaneity and independence. In whatever you do, you excel. However, there is one thing that you are terrible at: keeping up relationships. We comprehend your love of independence and want to avoid becoming emotionally reliant on people. However, you must give partnerships a chance and keep in mind that having an open heart needs tremendous strength rather than being a sign of weakness. Capricorn. Relationships have no place in your career-driven aspirations. As a Capricorn, you are so driven and ambitious that you occasionally believe there is no need for love as long as you achieve your goals. Because you consider partnerships to be time wasters or distractions, the majority of your relationships have been transient. But you know in your heart that there are other things in life besides a career and aspirations. You want love but are terrible at expressing it. It's time to break a few rules and spend time with the individual who can relate to you. Aquarius. You have a tendency to be erratic. Air is the element associated with your zodiac sign, which makes you a sociable but intelligent individual. However, it can occasionally be challenging to understand exactly what is going on in your head. Your date has no idea whether you're angry or unhappy about something. You appear to be okay 1 minute, then ignore their calls and texts the next. Instead of informing them when you're feeling envious, you separate yourself. It's crucial to learn how to talk to your partner about your mood changes if you want to have a good relationship. Pisces. People are not allowed into your world very readily. One of the most scary signs of the zodiac to date is Pisces. Despite having a romantic disposition, you don't appear to be as committed to the union as your partner is. Undoubtedly friendly and pleasant, however, occasionally you don't give a rip whether your companion is present or not. You might overlook their well-being or their birthdays and anniversaries, for example. You need to quit being so distant if you don't want your relationships to fail. You must maintain your composure when managing relationships. Do not rush into making decisions. It won't benefit either you or your partner. We hope you will heed our advice and work on them if you can identify with some of these reasons for why you are bad at relationships. It's wonderful to be in love, and we hope you find the proper person to share it with. Thanks for watching.